Hello everyone, and welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. I'm Apocryphate Peter Moxilin, and last time we went on a long apprentice level mission because I was trying to ease myself back in after Dismas's death and deal with some stress so we couldn't quite take out our normal high level party. So yeah, I just decided to take it a little bit easy, focus a bit more on building our path to the next boss and getting a little bit more money. Let's go ahead and take y'all out. Take off your trinkets. Go by rarity. So now we have the top level siren available. Oh! I either forgot or didn't know. I think that I forgot that the max level bosses have specific trinkets. So if we were to fight the top level siren right now, which, we're not going to do that this week, but we maybe could. We would get a focus ring, yay. 30 crests, hell yeah. 15,000 gold, hell yeah. And a Siren's Conch. 50% debuff resist, minus 20% stress. Ooh, so there's no downside. It's just that, like, hey, you fought all 3 levels of the boss, here's the top level trinket for them then. Neat. Let's see if that changes from this week to next week. I'm gonna guess no, but just in case, let's try to keep an eye out. Okay, so Malbray is still out in the brothel. Level 2 Grave Robber, Level 2 Hellion, Level 1 Apprentice, Level 1 Occultist. Getting a Grave Robber wouldn't be the worst, honestly. We have 2 other Houndmasters. You're gone.
Suffer not the lame horse, nor the broken man.
Wait. I get a Grave Robber? Yeah, there you are.
Those without the stomach for this place must move on.
And wait for it to go away.
To those with a keen eye, gold gleams like a dagger's point.
And do I want a second Hellion? I don't need a second Hellion, but might as well fill in with a level 2 until we get something better.
Barbaric rage and unrelenting savagery make for a powerful ally.
And let's check up on all of this again. We can start to get upgrades for those. I would like to save up to be able to get this, though. So that means we would only be able to spend 7 crests. So, yeah, clearly not happening on that front. Trading busts for 4 portraits might work, though. Yeah, it's most of our busts, but let's be real. Getting the granary for 60 busts is a goal, but trading busts for other heirlooms has also been a pretty common practice. So, do we get a special thing for upgrading it fully?
A strict regimen is paramount if one is to master the brutal arithmetic of combat.
Nope. Maybe there's an achievement, and maybe I've gotten it before. So that was that, yeah, okay. I want to make sure it was the right building. Okay, so now we can spend our crests upgrading this, and we have a decent amount of deeds to get, like, the next 2 levels. We can probably get to the 3rd level by the time we have enough crests to get there. Okay, cool. Sort by level. So our highest stress level 6 is at 28. That's low enough that we can go on a mission with them. So, I want to have higher mastery in the Warrens and Wheel to unlock their medium level bosses. There's a short veteran and another short veteran. Crests would be nice. Medium champion, long champion, hell no. And since there's mustache cream. Light resist, debuff resist, 10 stress, okay. Short champion, I am interested. Beast Slayer's Ring, I think I have 2 of them at this point. Not gonna lie, getting a 3rd one of those is probably not the most useful, but I am intrigued. Long Champion. Oh, I'd love to get the handkerchief. Sorry, the hand... No, it is handkerchief. Is handkerchief always handkerchief? I don't think I've ever had to spell that myself before. Huh. Yeah, bleed resist, disease resist, and plus stress. That's solid. 50% disease resist can be really helpful at times. As a reminder, medium champion killed Dismas. Let's go for our short champion. Get some money, get some mastery, get a couple of portraits that we can trade off to other stuff, get a 3rd Beast Slayer's Ring for a little bit of money later if we need it. Let's see, portraits. Do we need portraits for anything? I think we need portraits for the tavern. Yeah, that's all the tavern upgrades. All the stagecoach upgrades are deeds and crests. Okay. If we go on this, the Wield is the one that does have beasts on it, so taking at least one of our Beast Slayer rings makes sense. I've not fought Champion Wield yet, I don't think. Because the Swine were over in the Warrens, and I think the other champion we did was in the Cove. Okay, so, Wield. Bleed doesn't work, bleed doesn't work, bleed should work. Malbray is out. We could take Dufay. Taking a level 4 into a champion level is not amazing, but also if you're not the direct damage dealer, then it's not too bad. That's for Mark Synergy, though it makes it so that we only have single target healing. Take the spear. I'm trying to think about what I'm trying to do with this party. Because, like, if I can make a nicely synergistic party, that'd be good. But it's like, Mark Synergy, if I'm really leaning into it, then requires the Occultist. But I want to take the Vestal if at all possible, because of just general healing and stun and such. Do that, though. You have Mark Synergy, you have Mark Synergy. You know what? That's from 1 or 2. Torch -5. What if we make you more of a debuffer? So we have you for healing, you for damage, and like, that's a mark, that removes damage and prot. Then we have you for Mark Synergy, you got some stun. You're just a lot of friggin' damage. Do the Beast Slayer's Ring. That's damage versus Eldritch. Just direct damage. What if we give you the same? That way you have Mark Synergy and high damage versus Beast. Get you the healing, get you the healing. You damage. Speed and damage so we can try Eldritch Pull. Eldritch Pull works from the back, can at least get people out of position. I'll be honest, I'm not super confident in this party, but I do think that for a short mission, we can probably throw a bunch of level 6s at it and expect to get out at the very least. Let's make sure that their stuff is good. I possibly do want Sacrificial Stab on this, actually. Doing your Hex Up makes sense. Guard ally plus 20 dodge. Right, you're the one that I could build as, like, incredible dodge as well. That's kind of interesting. Nope, nope. That one. That's the stun synergy. Don't really care that much. Okay, do I want to build you for a dodge instead? You get 20 dodge if you use the guarding ability. I can give you 8 through that, 18 with both cloaks. It's a short mission, so camping isn't a thing. I think we just try to build them as kind of both being damage dealers. I'm building 3 people as damage dealers. For a short mission, I think we can deal with that. 100% of room battles could be as few as like 2, maybe 3. Well, as usual, I'm scared, but that's because it's a champion level mission. Okay, let's try to unlock. This will probably be the 2nd level hag, I would guess. We get portraits, which sell well, or they trade to other heirlooms pretty well. Or I could use them in the tavern. Now, semi-ideally would actually be take at least one level 5 or 4 with us so that we're training them up at the same time. Lose a bit of damage because you can't get to max level on your abilities, but in return train you up so that we have a 2nd Houndmaster. Since I have 2 other people that I'm building for damage, I think that's actually okay. You to there, you to there. Okay. Hound's Rush. Hound's Harry for bleed. You're in rank 2, so Blackjack for stun. And now we have a mark on that. Minus 27% prot. Ooh. Minus stress, but it's not a guarantee. There's the guard ability, and there's a self-heal. Going for the mark synergy means that McDowell, Quille, maybe, and Quesnel all have the ability to mark, and the front 2 both have mark synergy. Like, they have extra damage versus mark. So if I'm not equipping the guard, then there's no point in building for the guard ability. And let's check our level 4 Houndmaster then. Okay. Right, you came in at level 4, so you have everything. Okay, cool. Which also means that I haven't invested anything in you yet, so if you die, sucks. Short mission, don't need camping supplies. And the wield... Yeah, there's enough locked suitcases and such that could be useful. The thing I'm thinking of is in the Warrens. It's the, tripod of bones. I think that should be good. If I come across curios that use the other stuff, then I'll learn for later. Direct stress relief is like the one thing that we don't have a lot of, I guess. Okay. What did I forget?
Corruption has soaked the soil, sapping all good life from these groves. Let us burn out this evil.
Well, that kind of sucks. I could bet on going the longer way first, but if there's anything in either of these two rooms, then shit. Or I could go this way first, and then if there's nothing, then I've just wasted a lot of torchlight. And 20 stress for being your first mission, or probably for being a level 4 on a champion level mission, I'd guess. Whoops. Red slimes. Oh. 90% stun resist, 140 base, minus 10, means we're at 130, so we're at 40% stun. Also, they could dodge. Mark that one as well. I think you can have multiple marks. Yeah. Oh, not dead yet. Cytokinesis make more? Yes, it does. Ugh. Minus speed on the debuff. Let's go ahead and move you back, because then we have people in position. Good kill.
Obliterated.
Go for the plus torchlight.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
And you have 90 stun, 140. I could mark. You don't have prot. You're not marked yet, so let's just go for the 40% stun and... how much damage? Yeah, that's not going to get a kill immediately. Bleed resists. Bleed and stun are the same. And that's 10% extra bleed. Let's just go for the stun. Okay. Good. Slime. Slime is minus speed, by the way. And this to heal self. Mark target. Elms rush.
Eradicated. A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Given that the stun resist is actually high enough that we're not likely to get a ton of stun, let's put the stress relief on. Because if we can just keep your stress under control, that'd be good. Hell no! Hi. It's about that stress. Mark target. Stun, please. Good. $23. I'd say unlikely for the Houndmaster to just automatically get a kill. Bring up so you have less health. Oh, he could have gotten a kill, but it's still not a guarantee. Good.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Speed is 7, unfortunately. Drop 40. Let's go mark first. There's that. Ow!
Exposed to a killing blow.
2 health, 4 bleed. Okay. Kill you. Ah!
The
Nice.
ground quakes.
Yeah, go for the kill here. Ooh, 4 for 4 rounds. Ugh. Oh, you can only cry havoc from the last 2. Ooh, whoops. The Soul Pole, or Eldritch Pole? Demon's Pole. Heal.
Soothed. Sedated.
Damn. Figured that was coming next.
The horror.
Can't cry havoc, so let's just go ahead and kill.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade. Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Didn't build him for dodge, but this still gets him to 34 dodge, which is solid. and then means that it's easier to heal him.
Nature herself.
Because it's mostly
victim
targeted
to the
on just
spreading
him.
corruption, malformed with misintent.
Scout. Get that on the way back. Horror is gone. Bleed is gone.
Ancient traps lie in wait, unsprung
nice.
and thirsting for blood.
We do need to do that. Well, at least we now know that we need to go this way. Hi, slimes. Heal you. Try to kill. Not quite. Now it's Harry. Good.
Formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Can't hit that one. Let's go ahead and just mark you then. That makes a new slime. That makes a new slime. Cool. Great. Cool. Great.
Give them no quarter.
Try to stun. All good.
The way is lit. The path is clear.
Misclick, but at least we got the kill.
Require only the strength to follow it.
Damn. Mark. Party.
Soothed. Sedated.
Kill.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Yeah. Outmaster kind of feels like he's not entirely pulling his weight, but that's to be expected. Obstacle there, so we actually can't dig up that grave because we only have the one torch or one shovel remaining. Shame, but at least I realized that before using it. No, Shambler, we are not fighting you today. So we know that we have at least one more room battle. Simple fight. Mark you. Stun you. Hound's Rush there. Not quite dead. Damn. Yeah, Cluck Bounty can't hit. Come hither. Does 3 to 5. Could theoretically get a kill. Nah. You can still stressful incantation from the front, unfortunately. Good dodge. Okay, so Stumbling Scratch is 3 and 4 only. Mark you, because you're the most likely to live. Cool. Cool. My turn. Nope. I just want a Hound's Harry. Oh god, we're actually going to get a resolve check on you, aren't we? Go ahead and heal you in particular, or the party. Whoops.
War can be healed.
That's Harry.
Never hidden.
I feel like we rolled really poorly on our speed on this round.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
For the stun. Also gets our torchlight back up. Mark. And collect. 61 damage! Cool!
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Goodbye, second Curio. This was technically third, but I don't count the Shambler's altar very well. Well, that's bad. It's not the worst, but it is bad. You for damage. Ooh, nice.
Blow.
There. Oh, I was hoping it was going to hit literally the exact opposite of that. That for damage. Not quite enough. Not going to get the kill, so let's just try for damage. That works. Unfortunately, they now combo together pretty well. Oh, come on, really?
Terrible assault cannot be left unanswered.
They're supposed to mark prey, but I guess they were too far forward, so they could only escape Cloud. Start with that. And the Blight's going to tick you down pretty quick. Mark you. Kill.
Destroyed. A time to perform beyond one's limits.
Or generally within one's limits, as it were. Yeah, you're gonna get afflicted by the end of this. I can just feel that already. Oh, you're level 4 on a max level mission. Well, max besides Darkest, I suppose. It does work from any 4. I've been using... I haven't really been using Weakening Curse, actually. That reduces your pro or not. Never mind what I was saying. Just fucking die.
Singular strike.
Plus 99% damage versus marked. Can't go anywhere. Ugh, we're at 9 blight. Blech. Honestly, might be for the better, actually, so we can heal him. And kill.
This expedition at least promises success.
Okay, so no more room battles. And there's an obstacle there, so unless we can get another shovel, we can't actually get past that very easily. Slightly ajar. You typically need a shovel for this. Let's just use these so that we can X them out. Oh. Wheeled Adventurer. Placed Warrior of Light. I think Warrior of Light is like plus 10% damage while High Torch or something. I would like to have both of those. You. Okay, so the question is, do I want to go through one more fight to get 2 more curios? And unfortunately, I can't see the curios in advance. Since it's one more fight, sure, I'll use a dog treat to up our damage and accuracy and stuff. More button, there we go.
The light, the promise of safety.
And you know what, because we can only possibly... We could hit more than 100 tile, but we're really unlikely to. Go ahead and do that. That. So we're as healed up as we can be.
The twisted
Cool.
faces of damned,
Cool!
piled high and cloaked in malice.
Stun resist is 90. Okay. Try it.
A powerful blow.
Resisted on crit. Of course he did. That is the mark. Yep. Honestly, a mark party against the Collector is kind of what I would want to... God damn it. Goodbye, Collector. Come back here, Collector. Okay, it's about 1/6 of your total health. You don't have prop. This does lessen your damage, but your damage is not that bad, actually. You still have 21 dodge, so let's mark you again to get rid of your dodge. Lifesteal. Shit. Good dodge. Okay. Not great. because we have Mark synergy, I'm going to try for the stun. Because if we can get like 2 rounds of damage on the Collector, I think we just win. Leaving you at like half health is not amazing, and it's only a 40% chance. But I think it's our best shot at getting through this quick. Good stun. Oh, right. Wait, is that the Vestal? Or is that the Man-at-Arms? Shit!
There can be no hope in this hell. No hope at all.
There's Death's Door. It could have been worse, but not by a lot. Come on! Okay, it's something. Need to heal you up. Get your stun off. Their damage is not negligible. Dodge is still down for 1 round. Go for that to get damage on the ads. Come on! Okay. 2 more of those and we're good.
Masterfully executed.
Thank you for giving me a turn. Go for that, try to get a kill. Headstrong, what are you? Heal self. Okay, heal self is fine. 31 damage. Come on, it's in damage range and you have a 20-ish% crit. Hell yeah!
As the ghoulish collection scatters, the rats prepare to feast.
Only 1, really?
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
3 damage from bleed is all we gotta worry about. Let's go ahead and get these curios then. 4 busts. That's reasonable. That's a holy water interaction, so let's just leave.
Driving out corruption is an endless battle, but one that must be fought.
Oh. I got something! Editing Peter, go back and look at what those rewards were. So yeah, we got that. Oh, come on, we got 2 diseases? Well, at least you're up to level 5, so we now have a reasonably leveled backup Houndmaster for our Mark teams. Of course, we now have to put you into treatment because you were at exactly 100 stress. Oh, neat. Luckily, no one else really needs stress relief. They just need to stay in town for next week. That's totally fine. So McDowell got Flagellant. Replacing Warren's Phobe, I'll take that. It limits his types of stress relief, but it makes it so that he doesn't get as much stress. And Cove Scrounger replacing Steady. I want to say Steady was plus accuracy on ranged attacks or something. The scouting chance isn't amazing, but I do like having extra scout when possible. Quelle, maybe? Got Hylomania, obsessed with material things. That's probably a Klepto equivalent. Ruins Tactician, plus 15% damage in Ruins. That's actually reasonably good, actually. Like, you're not a super dedicated damage dealer, but you are enough that could be helpful. And Bulimic, minus 20% healing skills while camping. That's not terrible, actually. And Quesnel got Slow Reflexes, minus 1 speed overall. Replaced Unquiet Mind, which I completely forget what that does. Minus speed on you isn't amazing, but it could be worse. And the Red Plague, minus 75% bleed resist, minus 10% max HP, minus 5% crit. Of course he did.
No amount of scrubbing can remove the stains of such fearsome piety.
Oh, that is a fantastic line. Anyway, that's it for the mission, and thus the episode. So, If this video hasn't ruined your life, then go ahead and do all that YouTube stuff a million times. I hope you have a wonderful remainder of your day. And I hope to see you in the next one, where we will, if possible, try to build up mastery in the Warren's Wield, whichever one we weren't at. I think it's the Wield. So we can try to build up to the mid-level boss over in that area as well. Let's see what happens next time. See you then. Bye.